Who loves a game with blood in it? Who also loves a game with Taki? Alright, I can see that there are a lot less of you, but who here loves a game with Super in it? Now, I got a game for you. Super Blood Hockey. It's pretty much a remake of the old hockey game for the NES called Ice Hockey, but there's blood in it. I thought it would be more. There was a little bit more, like with the blood and whatnot. Like again, there's some blood, and there are some games that are slightly not normal, but that's really it. Not only is this game super simple, which is fine, it doesn't really own up to the game that it claims to be really good at being. I glitched the game within 30 minutes of playing it, even though the content isn't exactly hours deep. Oh my god, go in, go in. He can't even... I think this is broken. This is broken. Playing it further, I found many more glitches on this simple-ass hockey game. I can't count the amount of times the puck gets stuck out of the arena, and I don't think setting strict limits on the arena so the puck doesn't exit the only reality it's comfortable in would be that hard. The only reason the game doesn't get stuck forever is just because the CPUs get in a fight trying to get the puck after cramming into the walls as if there's a Black Friday sale for a lazy boy with an enlarged cup holder on the other side. Another thing, why the fuck is this dude here? What rules was he told to follow? All I see him do is end the period, figure out which dude is cowering in fear on the ice after a fight, and getting in the way as much as humanly possible. Moving on, there are a few game challenge things or whatever, which are games within the game that slightly change what the game is. And that makes the game better, and then everyone can play the game. No, I'm just kidding. It's like a slight different variations on what the normal game is, which is actually pretty entertaining. There's Outnumbered, where you're outnumbered. There's Part of the Team, where you control one character. There's Mega Rumble, where I actually had a blast with this one, where each team has 11 characters rather than the normal 3, or no, 4. And then there's Hero Assault, where everyone is a Jedi or some form of hero. There's also Big Head Mode, where everyone skates with big heads. There's Turbo Mode, where everyone is fast. And there's Skate and Chew Gum, where you manually control the goalie. Some of these are actually a lot of fun. The original Battlefront 2 really makes a lot of sense. When I was a kid, I had a blast with it. These are actually the redeeming quality of this game. I had a blast with the one where there was a shit ton of dudes on each side. I had a blast with the one where everyone is super fast. That actually made the... I wish that was a standard, because when in turbo mode, they're actually a really good, like, satisfying speed, although probably not realistic. Although, why would we play... This game isn't exactly built to be realistic. Whatever. Anyways, I didn't... the only one I ended up not playing was the goalie one, because I didn't want to. In the end, it doesn't even matter, but I do think this game is fun. The fall sale is going on right now, and I do think it's worth the $5 range, but overall I think the game needs a rank system. That would improve a lot of what this game lacks. Online capabilities make the game more competitive, and we'd be able to see the meta and all those other things that the terrible but also great world of rank systems and online matchmaking brings to games. An interesting part of that would be seeing all the advanced tactics and things like that, which are currently present, and also it forces the developers to go, oh wow, this game's pretty shitty because everyone's complaining about it, because they're not getting higher in ranks because of a glitch or something like that. Regardless, I don't think that would make the developers work on it more. They made an alright game. I like it. It's fun. If you want a hockey game and you don't want to spend the $60 on EA's bullshit, then this is a great option. And also, you don't have to pay for any sort of online functionality, which I don't think EA on computers has, but in, like, you know, on PS4s and things like that, probably it does have that. Anyways, another thing that it could expand on is normal hockey already has a decent amount of blood. The things that they add to it are pretty much fighting and the sort of extra blood in fighting. That doesn't really facilitate the name Super Blood Hockey. I would really prefer if they called it Super Blood Hockey if they added things like, I don't know, a game where you purely fight other people, a game where once someone, you know, loses a fight, they get hung at the gallows. You know, I mean, that's a pretty bad example, but at the same time, that would make it more interesting just because it's like more cartoony and a little more interesting than the original game and what that provides. Regardless, it is worth the money it costs, and I did end up enjoying it a lot, so I would recommend buying it. But I do think there are a lot of improvements which definitely could be made, and I hope the developers get on that shit in the future. Anyways, thank you so much. This has been Nord. I'll catch you later.